There's the initial just happiness and joy that goes along with it.
Really magical, and the experience was, phenomenal.
I knew it just by the way he looked at me.
She was everything that I wanted her to be.
It was just exciting and fun.
It was beautiful, and I wasn't his girlfriend yet, but I knew we were getting there.
For me, it was really, it started getting harder, and I started getting more discouraged about the time John was opening his own law practice.
I was so caught up in work, I didn't feel bad about the marriage.
Then I assumed that a man's role was to do things like take out the trash.
This little young thing had a true hot-headed Latin temper.
We were putting everything else first and not putting us as a couple first.
I thought she didn't really care about me anymore.
I can recall feeling angry, distant.
Felt abandoned and alone.
That if I come home and spend the night with him, that he'd give me all his toys or his bed. He just wanted me to come spend the night with him. And that's very hurtful.
It confronted me that he didn't love me anymore. It was like someone punched me in the stomach, and my world came crashing down.
We were so far apart, we were both seeing other people. I couldn't imagine how we can make it work again.
When I heard her share her feelings with me about what had happened, it turned the light on.
Gosh, if they were able to get through it, well, maybe we can get through it too.
We really learned to be a dynamite team together.
I just never thought I could get past the anger and resentment that I harbored, and I just didn't. It was a miracle that I could, and thanks to Retrouvaille, I learned how to let go of the past and the hurts and just move on. Retrouvaille is a program for hurting couples. It's going to teach you a communication technique that's going to change the way you live together, talk together. And right now, in a miserable marriage, in a marriage that's misery, you can't even imagine having unity with one another. But through Retrouvaille, you will learn the techniques to bring you closer together, create oneness, and more than anything, change your life.
The program offers a new way to be able to connect with your wife.
I started to believe that it was possible, where I thought it was totally impossible before that.
You think you're alone, and you think there's no way to make it better, and there's no way to make it work. And you may even be at your last wit's end thinking you've tried everything. I'm here to tell them you haven't tried everything.
Most couples on Friday night are like this. And the wife is on the other side. They practically turn their backs to each other. And by Sunday, they're like this, holding hands.
They start to see their own heart softening toward this stubborn man that they're married to, and start to sense even his heart starting to just tenderize a little bit. That hope starts to grow. And it just seems once that hope comes, you're gonna start to think maybe we really can do this.
I'm telling you, when you go on this weekend, hour by hour, there's hope that begins to build through that weekend. Hour by hour, you start to sense that you're actually being listened to. For the first time, you're actually being listened to by your wife.
The weekend isn't for them to air their dirty laundry. The weekend is for them to one-on-one work on their marriages for themselves.
As a pastor, it is so wonderful at the end of the weekend to see the smiles on the couple's faces, to see them giggling, some of them for the first time in a long time.
You'll be able to get along and be able to communicate with one another. For the sake of your kids, do it, because you'll always have a relationship with each other.
There's no reason for you not to be in those rooms. We have people of all faith beliefs or non-faith beliefs enter that room. So whatever faith you come from is not important. Whatever you do for a job is not important. What's important is that you want your marriage and your life and your family's legacy to be in a better place.
The only thing you need to know is get signed up and show up.
Being willing to give it that opportunity, that one last chance, is more than they'll ever be able to, the gift they'll be able to give their spouse.
There is nothing that can't be better, nothing that can't be fixed. And through the program and with God, anything is possible. And we've seen it firsthand.